Running a small business can feel like juggling with one hand while the other's on fire. One week you've got customers lined up, and the next you're worrying about cash flow or chasing invoices. And we get it because we've been there.
Exactly. Most small businesses deal with the same handful of problems, whether you're a plumber in Preston, a cafe owner in Carlisle, or a marketing agency in Manchester. And today we're breaking down the 10 most common small business issues and what you can do to fix them.
Welcome back to the Marketing Podcast for Local Businesses, the show that gives you practical, proven advice to help you grow your business right here in the UK. My name's Adam, founder of www.websitedesigners.london. We've helped businesses generate tens of millions of pounds online through smarter design and marketing.
And my name's Josh. I'm the founder of ImproveMySearchRanking.com. Our team has worked with over 400 businesses, helping them generate over £200 million in sales.
So if you want advice that's not just theory, but based on what actually works for small and local businesses like yours, you are in the right place.
So today we're going through the top 10 reasons why local businesses fail. The first on our list is not getting enough leads. So if you're relying on word of mouth alone, you're probably on shaky ground and you need a more predictable lead generation strategy.
Absolutely. Well, no leads, no sales, no business, right? So look, that means a solid website, optimized by, optimized Google business profile as well, and basic SEO. So plus collecting reviews. So even if it's just a 1 or 2 blog posts a month, that also helps about what you actually do. That can start bringing in insert traffic as well.
Quick stat here from the UK government, from the Small Business Survey from 2023, related to generating leads or kind of growth in businesses. Only 14.5% of businesses in the UK achieved sustained growth over a 4-year period. So that probably shows most businesses aren't getting enough leads to sustain growth.
Absolutely. And problem number 2, not tracking data. If you don't know what's working, then you're essentially flying blind, right?
Exactly. So you want to make sure you're using a CRM system like HubSpot or Zoho or Pipedrive, and a tool like Google Analytics to track your inquiries and traffic numbers. So ask every customer how they found you. When you know what's bringing in business, you can double down on that.
Absolutely. And just to bring it back here, CRM, Customer Relationship Management Software. Bit of a mouthful. It's called CRM as an acronym. So look, after all, Peter Drucker, one of the most influential thinkers and writers on the subject of management theory and practice, he had a famous saying. It was, what's measured gets managed. And what he means by that is essentially when you track something, you make it a focus, which helps you manage and improve it. And that's crucial to measure the right things. So focusing on the wrong metrics can often lead to unintended negative consequences.
Problem number 3 is having no clear marketing strategy. So without any direction and data, you're basically wasting time and money.
For sure. Start with 3 simple questions. Who is your ideal customer? Where do they hang out? And what problem are you solving for them? Those 3 basic questions, everything can build from that.
The way I kind of personally think about my marketing strategy, or what I do at the end of every year, is I kind of first and foremost think about what's my goal for the year ahead in terms of sales, and then to generate those sales, I obviously need to do some marketing. So, just as a quick example, if for example I wanted 100 new sales in 2026, and I know that my lead to sale ratio is about 20%, so I close 20% of every lead. That means I'll need 500 leads to get 100 sales in 2026. So I first think about doing that kind of goal alignment and predicting how many leads I need to get those goals. And from there, I would break down quarter by quarter how many leads is that by quarter and by month, and then develop a marketing plan based on various different marketing channels we've used in the past, using historical data, and then knowing that basically informs the marketing strategy. This isn't everything I do, but that's just a kind of a teaser as to how you can think about starting doing a marketing strategy for your business.
That's super helpful to break it down like that. And look, when you're doing a business plan, if you just scroll to one of our earlier episodes on business plans, it can all start from financial projections. Identify If we just forget about cost for now, your sales, what do you want to generate in the first year? What do you need to generate to sustain your life for the first year? And then work backwards from that in the same way Josh just outlined. Problem number 4 is wearing too many hats. And we're not talking about physical hats, we're metaphorical hats. So most owners of businesses, especially small business owners, they're the marketer, the accountant, the HR department, the cleaner, and it's all very exhausting.
So delegation and automation are certainly your friends. You want to think about outsourcing things like bookkeeping, scheduling your social media posts ahead, using AI to handle admin tasks. Basically, you want to free yourself to work on the business, not in it, which is a bit of a phrase I believe came from Michael Gerber's The E-Myth Revisited, which is one of the books we recommended in our previous episode on the top books for you to read as a business owner.
Absolutely. And look, there is actually a framework that allows you to understand when to outsource. So essentially, you only should outsource tasks which are essentially repeatable, low-skilled, and aren't inherently important to your business. So where you need to reduce cost and focus on your actual kind of bread and butter of your business, if it doesn't fall inside of that category, then you think about outsourcing it. Ultimately, it allows you to focus on the core competencies as opposed to doing things that won't bring in that extra pound of revenue for your business. So the way I think about things is, am I an accountant? Sorry, let me rephrase just to make it less. Let me use another example. Are you a HR expert that can do your team's payroll? If you are, and that's your business, you are offering HR services to other businesses, then probably it might be a good idea to do your own payroll. Even then, you might want to outsource. But if you're not, and you're a baker, making cakes, and you've got a team of 10, you're not a specialist in payroll. You're a specialist in making cakes. Outsourced your payroll is the kind of example.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 5 on our list is inconsistent cash flow. So this is a massive headache for a lot of business owners. Most small businesses have unpredictable income but regular bills. They often get late payments. There's sometimes seasonal dips in business, and sometimes relying on one big client can crush a stable business.
The fix? Well, forecast it. Look 3 months ahead, 4, 5, 6 months ahead, and use tools like Xero, QuickBooks, any other accounting software. Even if a simple spreadsheet can predict cash in and out, and build a rainy day buffer. Even if a month expense can just make a huge difference. It's as simple as that. List out all your expenses, list out all your income, less expenses. Do you have money left over? Happy days, put it aside in an emergency fund.
According to the FSB and Go Cardless, they did a study in 2025 about late payments, called the Late Payments Report, and they found that 61% of UK businesses say late payments are preventing them from reaching their full potential.
FSB, Federation of Small Businesses. So, problem number 6, poor online visibility. You'd be surprised how many businesses still do not appear in Google Maps, or they've got a 3-year-old phone number listed somewhere and they're just not getting the calls when someone actually needs their services.
So make sure you keep your digital footprint clean and consistent. Make sure you have your name, address, phone number, hours, listed everywhere in all the major directories. Make sure you're doing all the things we talk about on this podcast as well, your kind of SEO, your Facebook ads, your email marketing, etc., etc.
Agree?
Cool. Number 7 is weak branding. So if your logo, colours or tone look different everywhere, it confuses people, and confusion kills trust.
Strong branding does not have to cost a fortune, just needs to be consistent. You can use the same logo, colours and tone across everything, and it makes you look 10 times more professional. You can even create your logo on something like Canva in the space of 20 minutes or something like that.
Problem number 8 is
finding great people to work with. It's very hard, and keeping them is even harder.
So pay matters, but culture matters even more. So you need to give your staff clarity, appreciation and purpose. And even small perks like flexible hours or training go a long way. So in our business, we use a lot of these things. I think one thing that we do in our business that a lot of businesses don't do is we hold quarterly reviews. So every 3 months we have a review of all the staff, make sure they're happy, review everything and make sure everything's on track.
Brilliant. Just out of curiosity, in those reviews, what the kind of things you cover? What's the kind of, do you hold people to account, or is it more of a you tell me what your problems are so I can help you?
So we have like a standard list of questions we go through, and one of those is going through some goals. So we have some goals we set for the next 3 months. We review the previous 3 month goals and see if we're on track with those, and it kind of all links into salary and things.
Brilliant. Is it done privately or the whole?
Yeah, it's
whole
private.
room?
Yeah, it's private.
Okay, cool. Brilliant. So number 9, struggling with technology. Tech should not be scary. It's there to save you time. And a lot of owners, especially if you're used to existing processes which are a bit more manual in nature, change can be scary.
So start small. Maybe automate your appointment bookings or try an AI tool for admin. Once you see the time savings, you'll be hooked.
Absolutely. According to research by Shopify, in fact, 96% of UK small to medium-sized businesses, SMBs, believe tech is a key to exporting and growth. 43% see AI as beneficial, and 44% cite cost, and lastly 30% cite return on investment uncertainty as barriers. So number 10 and final, poor customer retention. According to the marketing guru Philip Kotler, as a general rule of thumb, it's 5 to 7 times more expensive to win a new customer than it is to keep an existing customer. So
you want to make sure you stay in touch,
Yeah.
Send thank you emails, offer repeat discounts, or launch a loyalty scheme. Or even your business model could be something that's a retainer based business model, which would probably be a great way to prevent poor customer retention. There's another book called Never Lose a Customer Again. I can't remember who's the author of that book, but it's a very good book on the subject matter. It gives you various strategies and ideas to make sure you keep your customers for the longest time.
Agree. Never Lose a Customer Again is by
Joey Coleman.
Joey Coleman. Joey. Okay, so let's go through a quick recap. So the 10 most common issues small businesses face. Number 1, not enough leads. Number 2, cash flow chaos. Number 3, not tracking data. Number 4, no marketing plan. Number 5, wearing too many hats.
The bonus one is learning to count.
Yeah. Ooh.
Number 6, poor online visibility. Number 7, weak branding. Staffing challenges, tech resistance, and low customer retention.
Plus a fear of change, 11.
Yeah.
I'm learning. So look, what's the takeaway here, Josh?
Takeaway, so just remember, every problem on that list is fixable. You don't need to solve all 10 overnight. Just pick 1 or 2 and tackle them properly and build momentum from there.
Closing thoughts would be small business ownership is not easy. We can all relate to you. These challenges are common for a reason, and everyone's battling the same stuff behind the scenes. So the difference between those who grow and those who don't is those kind of small steps to fix them.
So if this episode hit home, hit the follow button on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and leave us a quick review or comment. It helps us reach more small business owners.
Thank you for listening, and remember, every big business was once a small one that fixed those exact same problems.
See you next time.